Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews. Today we got one from Left Hand Brewery. This is their Oktoberfest Marzen Lager. Alright guys, right here on the label it says this is malt liquor. It's got it written right there, it says so on the label. I don't have an ABV written on the label here, but I do have that information, and according to what I have, this is a 6% malt liquor. The beer is from Left Hand Brewery, and they're out of Longmont, California. It is a Oktoberfest / Marzen. Some of the breweries like to do the spicier ales for the fall seasonal beers, and some still like to do the Marzen lagers and call them an Oktoberfest beer. So sometimes you may be drinking an ale, sometimes you may be drinking a lager. So you want to pay attention to what you're drinking. Look at the label; it should tell you whether it's a lager or an ale on the label there, or the style of beer. A lot of times they'll have Marzen on there, and that means it is a lager. Guys, the food pairing for this, it says German cuisine, like most of the Oktoberfest will. So it goes with your little stronger, spicier dishes, bratwurst, and all your German type dishes and cheeses. The pint glass is what we're using today. You could use a Becker, the Stein, the mug, the Seidel, about anything you want to pour it in. Just pour it into something. And the beer is not recommended for extended cellaring, being a 6% beer, guys. So let's get the cap off of this one and see if this one. Into the glass it goes. Alright. Around so y'all can see it over into the light. This one is a kind of a little darker than the one we did yesterday. This is more almost to the red color. It's a very dark amber. And I poured it semi-aggressive and didn't get a big head on it. About a half a finger of what we got there. A lot of bubbles in there streaming up from the bottom. Looks pretty good in the glass, very clear. Let's get a nose on it, see what we got. I'm not getting a big hot presence on this, of course, but I am getting a lot of rich caramel toffee. I can tell it has a little sweeter smell than the one we did yesterday. Smells a little on the biscuity side too, a little bready. Smells very good, guys. Let's give it a taste and see what we got here. Cheers, everybody. Happy Oktoberfest. I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to have to hit this one again. It's more of a, I want to say not a bitter, but it has more of a winey taste to me for some reason. I'm getting the malt and the toffee. Also getting a little bit of the grassy and graininess of the lager. Not sure I'm impressed with this too much, guys. That surprises me because these guys do really good stuff. Well, let's try it out of the fridge. We're going to let it warm up and see what happens here and see if I still feel the same way when I come back. But I'm getting just a little bit of biscuity taste, toffee, and caramel, but I'm also getting the grassy, grainy taste of the lager too, so see if it changes in. I'll bring it back. Stick around. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I got just a little left. This is it's fairly average of what I was expecting from an Oktoberfest, other than being a little on the thinner side, and of course it's a lager. It's going to be a little thinner tasting, a little crisper. It's got a nice balance to it though. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't chug, guys. Very easy drinking. A little more on the bitter side to me. It's a sweet malt, but it's got a hot balance to that on the back end. It seems like it's a little more bitter to me now that it's warmed up. But it's just a nice, refreshing beer, guys. Don't get me wrong. Very pleasant beer. Right off the bat there, I wasn't quite as fond of it because, you know, lagers aren't my thing anymore. I'm more into the ales. So it has a bitter finish now that it's warmed up that I'm not too fond of, but it is what it is, guys. I'm gonna give it the I believe I'm gonna give it the 5. I'm gonna give it a B minus. It's an above average beer, but it's not my style, guys. I'm more into the ales, the Oktoberfest, the Marzens and stuff are okay, but this one didn't hit me too well. Didn't set well, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. Rate Beer has got this at 64 overall and 90 in the style. So, and Rate Beer had that, like I said, 90 in the style, 64 overall, and Beer Africa comes up with their 83. So that was in their good range. It's slightly above average, but it's nothing to write home about. But there's probably a lot of people out there say, "Oh, this is the best thing I ever had." So, it's not my style, guys. If you've had this, give me some comments back on this one. You liked it, loved it. Just didn't blow my hair back too much on this one, guys. Hey, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that like button if you like it, and come on back tomorrow. I don't think we got another Oktoberfest. We're gonna probably do something a little more my style. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see what it is. We're gonna look in the fridge.